I mean, that's. I mean, I watched the videos. I did look at the pictures. Um, in your in your question, you didn't tell me. I mean, they said that the reason they put him in that room was because the teacher was lecturing. That's problem number one. Okay, because if he's in a general education elective and the teacher is lecturing, but yet he's getting an F in the class, then yes, you have a very strong argument that he's missing his instruction, and they are removing him from that environment. For what? What reason? I mean, did they have a justification for removing him? I mean, and then it seemed like to me they lied to you and said that the aide wasn't there, but yet the aide had the back, her back. If that's correct, I mean, it's just. Yes, it's a pattern of it sounds like to me. I mean, I don't know if this is a one-time thing, but number one, why is he getting an F? I mean, you need to find that out definitively. Why is he getting an F? Is he missing assignments? Is he missing expectations? What are the grade requirements for the class? And I don't have they seen these pictures of the videos, because that's strong evidence that if they removed him during instruction, why and how many times has that happened? And if he's missing instruction, then how can he meet expectations? He can't. I mean, it would be almost, it depends on how many times, but it could end up becoming a situation to where you can declare it to be a pattern of removals from the instructional setting. And that is a denial, because it's discriminatory on one end because they're removing him and it looks like one other child with that needs to be supported as well from the instructional environment and away from their peers. There's just a lot of things wrong with that. Now, filing a complaint. What do you want to file? A state complaint, a complaint with the Office of Civil Rights, because that would also be right up their alley. You can do both, by the way. This would be right up their alley. I mean, that's these images would be very compelling to them. And I don't know what state you live in. I mean, I don't know where Lawndale is. But I mean, I would get answers as to what the grading criteria is for you to have a better understanding. And maybe you do, and you just, didn't put it in the scenario for me to understand it. But that would be very important for me to sort of understand in order to, and you could do that. You don't need me to do that. To really, create your analysis with regards to these removals, why it was being done, and then why your son has an F in the class. But state complaint, due process complaint, Office of Civil Rights, those are all three options. And if they're not giving you a response, but yet he's continuing to regress or have bad marks, then that's just additional evidence for you. Okay, not that you should rest on it and allow it to get increasingly worse, but you do need to give them a little bit of rope to hang themselves with, and their silence becomes deafening when it comes to your presentation of trying to reach out, trying to get a resolution to this, and their failure to respond or lack of it's called pretext. I mean, at least give you a good excuse, not give you crappy excuses. And what they've given you, according to what you've written down, they're crappy excuses. So the pretext is poor, which also bolsters your argument.